Hi, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to utilize our previous knowledge of webhooks and we'll try to solve a real world scenario. So I have one friend and he has a blogging site. So whenever he publishes a blog, we need to generate summary for that blog and we'll need to send to all of his subscribers. So this is the scenario. Obviously, you can write the code for this scenario, or you can create a n8n workflow. So since it's an n8n course, that's why we are going to create the n8n workflow. Click on this create workflow. First of all, we need a webhook because we are going to trigger this workflow from an external app. Search for the webhook. Method is going to be post instead of get because we are going to provide the blog body in the HTTP request. So just change to post. The respond again is going to be respond to webhook, and that's it. These are the two changes which we need to make, and then we are going to provide the body of the blog to this webhook. So we need to use AI for summary generation. For this purpose, n8n provides us different types of AI models, and we are going to stick with the ChatGPT model. So just search for AI or just click on this AI, and here we have a couple of different options. You can go towards agentic AI if you want to incorporate some external tools or vector databases, but obviously let's keep things simple. We just need to generate summary. So for this purpose, the most suitable node is going to be this basic LLM chain. So just click here and now go back to the canvas. As you can see, to this basic LLM chain, we need to attach our model. So we are going to use OpenAI ChatGPT model, or more specifically mini model. So just click on this plus icon and search for OpenAI, and we are going to use the chat model, and we are going to use this ChatGPT or for mini. But before using this ChatGPT or for mini, we need to set up the OpenAI account. So it's quite simple. Just click on this create new credentials, and here you need to paste your API key. So let me remove it. All you need to do is to go to platform.openai.com, create an account. Initially just load maybe $5. That will be more than enough, at least for this course. Like, it's more than enough really. Then just go to API keys under project, and here just create a new secret key. Give a name to your key. I'll call it n8n workflows maybe, and create on this secret key. Copy it, done, and paste the key here. Again, if you are using any kind of organization ID, just paste it here, but it's optional and we don't need to do anything else. Click save, and credentials successfully created, and the connection has been tested successfully as well. Select your newly created credential account. I'll say never, and select any of the model. I'll recommend to you that you should stick with this for mini because our case is quite simple. We just need to create summary, so don't need to go into any of these big models. After this, just double click on this basic LLM chain, and now we need to provide data to this AI model. So by default, the source is going to be connected chat trigger node, but since we don't have the chat trigger node, instead we have the webhook, so we need to change it to define below. And now here we need to define our input. So obviously we are going to get our input in the body of our webhook. So just go to expression, say json.body.blog. So inside body we will have a blog keyword, and in front of the blog keyword we will define our blog body. So this is going to be my input. Then we also need to tell the model that you should act like a summarizer. So just click on this add prompt, and this is going to be a system prompt, and define the message. You are a helpful summarization agent, and I want you to generate 3 lines of summary for the following block. So this is going to be my system message. And with this, our LLM part is completed. Now, in order to test it, let's put here a respond to webhook. And this is going to return all incoming items. So let's test it. Copy this URL. Click on this test workflow. Again, open VSCode. Make sure that you have Thunder client. So open the Thunder client, go to the collections and create a new collection. I'll call it block summarization, and under the block summarization, let's create a new request, and the type is going to be post. Paste the URL, and in the body we need to define the block keyword. This is going to be my keyword, and the value is going to be the block body. So let me quickly copy the block body. So this is the block body. Now let's go back and click on this test workflow and click on this send request. And yes, we got the summary. And it's I think exactly 3 lines. Now what we need to do is to fetch emails from the Supabase, because my friend is using Supabase for storing all of their data. For this purpose, go to supabase.com. If you have been following this course series, then obviously you will have the Supabase account, but if not, just go to supabase.com, create an account, create a project, just click on new project, give a project a name, n8n block summary. I'm going to use the free account, generate a password for this database, and click on create new project. Go to project settings, and then under data API, we need to copy this project URL. So just copy this project URL, go to n8n, delete this connection, and search for Supabase, and we need to fetch data from the Supabase. So get many rows, and now in the credentials, click on create new credentials, and here you need to paste the project URL which you have just copied. So paste that URL, and then we need this service role secret. So go back to Supabase, and now under this API keys, you are going to find this service role secret. So reveal it, copy it, go to n8n and paste that key. Click on save, and the connection has been established successfully. Now close it. Again, go to Supabase, and now just click on this table editor. We need to create our first table. I'll name it users, and we need to enable the row level security because it's a very standard practice. Later on, we are going to create our policies. So just click on save. And by default, we got the ID and the created columns. It's fine. We need to create another column. I'll name it email, and the type is going to be text, and this is going to be unique as well. Let's click on save, and now we have the table. What we need to do is to add an RLS policy, or row level security, so that the n8n can read data from this table. So click on this add RLS, and create policy, and we are going to use this policy template select, which enables read access for all users. So just click on this. We don't need to change anything else. So policy, and with this we have successfully enabled the RLS. Now for the demo purpose, I'm going to put two email addresses right here. So just go back to table editor, and I'm going to insert a row. I'll keep the ID as it is because it will be generated automatically. Same is the case for created it. All I need to do is to put an email address under the email column. Let's insert another row. So these are my two records. If you go back to your workflows, click on this select table name or ID. It shows no data. So just go back to canvas, open it again, and now click, and we got our users table. So select this users table, and we are going to return all the records. So check this one, return all, and we are not going to apply any kind of filtering. So just test this step, and yes, we got our records. So ID created, and then we have the email addresses. This means it's fine. Now, in the next step, what we need to do is to iterate on these email addresses, and then we also need to merge the output from this LLM so that we can pass the email address along with the block summary to email sender node, so that that node could send the summary to the email of the user. So we need to iterate on each item. Search for loop, and the batch size is going to be 1. Go back to the canvas, remove this replace me. We are going to replace it, and also remove this loop. We are going to set it later. Right in front of this loop or items, we need to set the merge node so that we could merge the user email address with the block summary. We have two outputs. One is done, which will be executed whenever this loop is completed, and other one is this loop. So make sure to click on this loop plus icon and search for merge. And we have couple of modes. The mode in which we are interested is this combine, because we are not going to append our output. We are going to add or combine our email addresses with our output. So just click on this combine, and combine by matching fields. No, not by matching fields. Instead, we are going to combine based on their order. So first of all, we will have email address, and then we will have our summary. So just click on this position, and number of inputs will be 2. That's good. Go back to canvas, and now we need to fetch the output of this LLM chain and feed it to the merge. Open this merge and test step. As you can see, we got the email, then the text. So once we have the email and the block summary, we need to send that block summary to the user on their email address. For this purpose, we are going to utilize Gmail, but obviously if you have a website, you will have SMTP, and you need to configure that SMTP for sending email. But to keep things simple, I'll search for Gmail, and we need to send a message. Then we need to set up a Gmail account. So click on this create new credentials, and these are all the steps which you need to follow. So go to a cloud console. So if you again following this tutorial series from the very beginning, you will have your Google Cloud Console account, and you will have a project in your Google Cloud Console as well, because in the previous videos, especially in the MCP, we have created a project in the Google Console. So if you don't know how to create a project or how to set up auth consent screen, then make sure to watch that MCP tutorial at least only that portion so that you can follow this tutorial as well. So what I'm going to do is to go to my Cloud Console and open that Gmail Python integration project. Click on this APIs and services. So again, if you are following, then obviously you will have enabled the Gmail API. So if I search for Gmail in the APIs library, it will be enabled. So as you can see, API is enabled. If not, you are going to see here the button enable the API and enable that API. After enabling the Gmail, then click on these credentials and then make sure that you have enabled this OAuth consent screen. So once you enable the OAuth consent screen, then go back to the credentials, click on these credentials, and we are going to say request user consent on user app. So we are going to create the OAuth client ID because in the n8n they require the client ID. So OAuth client ID. The application type is going to be web application. Give application a name. I'll say n8n blog summarization, and then in the authorized redirect URIs we need to add the n8n URI. So just copy this URL and paste it right here, then click on this create button. We need to copy the client ID first and paste it right here. Then we need to copy the client secret. So just copy this secret, paste it right here, and then just click on this sign in with Google button in order to sign in. So you are going to see this type of message. Don't worry, just click on advanced and click on this, go to and your URL, continue. So sometimes you are going to see that the n8n is requiring to access the Gmail and they want to read the email. So just check all the boxes because obviously we are giving permissions to n8n for sending the emails on our behalf. Account has been connected successfully. And then the resource is going to be message operation is sent, and now to whom, obviously we are going to send the email on this email address. Just paste it right here, and then the email type is going to be HTML, so you can send plain text or you can send HTML. In our case this doesn't matter because even if we select the email type to HTML, our blog body is just plain text. And in the body we are just going to send this blog summary, nothing else. Just drag and drop the text right here. This is going to be my message. What is the subject? It will be as simple as a new blog has been published. Let's go back to canvas. After sending a single email, we are going to wait for a few seconds. So just put this wait note, and the unit is going to be seconds, and we are going to wait for 5 seconds, and after this we are going to loop this process. So just drag and drop it right here, and the loop has been completed. Once the loop is completed, we are going to send a successful response. So as you can see in the webhooks, we have set the respond to webhook node. So in the done, I'm going to say, or instead I'm just going to drag and drop it right here and connect it. And in the response, instead of sending all incoming items, I'm going to send a plain text, and the text will say, so emails have been sent. And I think let me put some real emails in the Supabase. After putting the real email addresses, go back to the workflow, and now I'm going to test it. So just save the workflow, click on test workflow, uh, open the VS Code, and just send the request again. I hope this will work. Okay, so we don't get the response. Let's see. And the reason is that I have put this merge right inside the loop, and this isn't going to work because the output from this basic LLM chain is going to be returned by the n8n for the first iteration only. And that's why if you open this merge, here you can see that we are getting this message, include any unpaired items. This means we are not pairing our inputs correctly. And if you look to the left side, we can see that in under this basic LLM chain, we are getting this message execute previous node. This means for the second iteration, we need to run our LLM chain node again. So the solution is quite simple. All we need to do is to move this merge outside this loop, and everything else will remain as it is. So just delete this node and just move it to the right a bit to make some space, and just delete as well. Search for merge, go back to canvas, connect the merge with the loop war items, and also connect this basic LLM chain with the merge. Again, open the merge and change the matching field to all possible combinations. Go back to canvas, save it, test the workflow, send the request again, and we got the message emails have been sent. And you can see that this loop has been executed 2 times. And again, if you open your Gmail, you will see that you have sent the email to 2 users now. So I hope you have understood, and in the next video we are going to learn something new, and I'll see you there. Bye bye.